Welcome to this channel. Here we are going to be working on intersection of solids, and here we are going to have the videos in series dealing with different solids that intersect each other. And here we are starting with this question. As you can see, diagram. So here we have the two cylindrical pipes with unequal diameter. Two cylindrical pipes with unequal diameter. So in this case, we have the front elevation of the two intersecting cylinders, and for the vertical cylinder we have its height to be 90 millimeters, while diameter of its circular end or circular base is 50 millimeters. Then the horizontal cylinder, so we have its length from here to here to be 45 millimeters, while the diameter of its circular end is 32 millimeters. So what we want to do actually is to produce the curve of intersection or line of intersection of the two solids around here in the front elevation. So now let's go and see how this can be done. Now, the first thing that we are going to do here, is to draw a vertical center line. We are going to draw a vertical center line here like this. So, vertical center line. The center line is drawn with thin long chain line. So let's take note of that. Okay, so line is very, very important. So when it comes to technical drawing, so we have drawn a vertical center line. So now, let's draw a horizontal center line here. So horizontal center line. So we have the horizontal center line around here. Okay, like this. Okay, let's extend it to this side a bit. Okay, so we have this now. So the next thing that we are going to do is to draw the circular base of the vertical cylinder. So the diameter is 50 millimeters, the radius is 25. So with the compass, we are going to take a measurement of 25 millimeters on the ruler. So we take 25 millimeters on the ruler, then we put the pinpoint here at the point where the two center lines intersect, and we are going to draw a circle like this. So we have this circle drawn like this. Okay, so here we have the circle. Okay, so having this circle, the next thing that we are going to do is that we come up a bit, and then we are going to draw a short horizontal line around here like this. Okay, the next thing that we are going to do is to draw the elevation of the vertical cylinder. So what I'm going to do here with the set square being placed on the T-square and bringing it to this point on the circle, so we are going to draw a vertical line. So we draw a vertical line here like this. Okay, then we come to this side at this point on the circle, so we also draw a vertical line like this. Okay, so we are going to take a measurement of 90 millimeters from this point on this on the front elevation of the vertical cylinder. So let's take it at the center here. So this is 90 millimeters. So I will need to extend this center line a bit. So I need to extend it a bit. Okay, then I also need to extend this line up a bit. Okay, then this line also I will take it up a little bit. Okay, so then I'm going to come up here and draw horizontal line. Draw horizontal line. So through this point. Okay, so we have this now. Now the next thing that we are going to do is to draw the horizontal cylinder, the elevation of the horizontal cylinder. So let's go and work on that. Now, so looking at these two cylinders here, so they intersect each other at a right angle. They intersect each other at a right angle. So looking at this center line of the horizontal cylinder is at the midpoint of the vertical cylinder. So that means from here up here is 45, from here down here is 45 millimeters. So I'm going to take a measurement of 45 millimeters. Either I take it from down up or from up down. So 45 millimeters. That is half of the height of the vertical cylinder, because the height of the vertical cylinder is 90 millimeters. So this is 45. So we are going to draw horizontal line. So through this point, so going to this side. Okay, so horizontal center line. So we have this now. Okay, so on this line, I'm going to take a measurement of 45 millimeters from this point on the vertical cylinder. I will take 45 millimeters from here to this side. This is 45 millimeters. So let me extend this a bit to this side. Okay, so and I will also come down here and also extend this horizontal center line a bit to this side. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to draw a vertical center line. So for both this up and this one down, this is the plan of the vertical cylinder and this is the elevation of the vertical cylinder. So now I want to draw the elevation and the plan of the horizontal cylinder. So here I'm going to draw a vertical center line, so which will come across, so it will come down here. Okay, so we have it here like this. Alright, so we have it here. So the next thing that we are going to do is that we know that the diameter of the circular end of the horizontal cylinder is 32. So half of 32 is 16 millimeters. So let's take 16 millimeters. So this is 16 millimeters here. Okay, this is 16 millimeters. So what we are going to do now is that we put the pinpoint here and then we draw a semicircle. So what you have to do here is to draw a semicircle. Okay, we have this semicircle. So we are going to divide this semicircle into 6 equal parts. So put the pinpoint here and make an arc here. So put the pinpoint here like this. So make an arc on this side, and also so coming to this side, make an arc here. So we put the pinpoint here again, then we make an arc here. So we have this. Then we come to this center down here. So we also do the same thing by drawing a semicircle. So we draw a semicircle. Okay, so we draw a semicircle like this. Okay, so we have this semicircle. Okay, then we put the pinpoint here. We are also dividing this into 6 equal parts. Put the pinpoint here, so make an arc on this side. Okay, so put it at this point here. So you make an arc here on this side, and then you turn it to this side. You also make an arc here. Okay, then bringing it to this point here. So we also make an arc here. So we have divided this into 6 equal parts. The next thing that we are going to do is to number the point on the circle. So for this one, I'm going to number like this. I'll call this is 0, and this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Okay, then here also is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So you number like this. Now in this case, now for this one, we change the numbering. So in this case now, this point will now be 0. So this point is 1. This is 0.2 and this is 0.3. You have to change the numbering. So this is 2, this is 1, and this is 0. So you have to change the numbering. So pay attention to this. You must change the numbering. You must not number this one as you numbered it here, and you must not number this one as you numbered it here. So let's take note of that. All right. So the next thing that we are going to do is that, so from this point we are going to draw a horizontal line. So we are going to draw a horizontal line. So I'm going to make this a thick line at once using the black pen. So to touch the circle, and I will come up here. I will also draw a horizontal line from here to touch the circle. So then coming up here, I will also draw a horizontal line from this point to touch this side of the cylinder, and then I will come up here. I will draw a horizontal line from this point to touch this side of the cylinder. So we have this now. Now the next thing that we are going to do is this. So I'm going to make this line a thick line. We have to make this line a thick line. Let's do that at once. So make it a thick line like this. Okay, and then we also make this line a thick line. Okay, all right. So the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to be drawing horizontal line from this point. So we must make it a thin line. So I use my red pen for this. So we draw horizontal line from this point 1 to touch the circle. So from this point 2, we also draw horizontal line to touch the circle. Then coming up here, so we have drawn that of 3. So we draw horizontal line from this point to touch the circle. And coming up here, we also draw horizontal line from this point to touch the circle here. So then coming up here, so from this point 2, we draw horizontal line into the cylinder, and then coming to point 1 here, so we draw horizontal line into the cylinder. So coming to point 1 here, we draw horizontal line into the cylinder. We have done that of 0. Then we come to this point, we draw horizontal line into the cylinder. Alright, so this is all that we are supposed to do for now. Then the next thing that we are going to do before we go on, so we are going to bring out the thickness of this line on the vertical cylinder. So make this line a thick line so that we can see it clearly, okay, as the elevation of the vertical cylinder. So from this point, we make this line a thick line down here, and from this point here, we make this line a thick line up here. Okay, then this base also, we also make it a thick line. So make it a thick line like this, and then coming up here, we also make this a thick line. So these are the visible outlines or edges of the elevation of the two cylinders. Now let's go and work on the curve of intersection, because that is what we are asked to produce, but we cannot draw the curve of intersection without getting the plan. So you have to draw the plan, okay, because we are going to make use of what we have here in the plan to get the curve of intersection in the front elevation. Now let's go and work out the curve of intersection. Alright, so if you look at the line that we have here, this is line 3, horizontal line 3, and it touches the circle at this point. And if you look at it, we have already drawn a vertical line from this point, and it goes up here like this, and it intersects this line 3. It intersects this line 3. This horizontal line 3, it intersects at this point. So we take note of where the two lines intersect. Vertical line 3 here and horizontal line 3 here, they intersect at this point. And also we also have horizontal line 3 here. They also intersect at this point. Okay, so let's take note of that. Okay, the next thing that we are going to do is that from this point to where this horizontal line 2 intersect the circle, we are going to draw a vertical line 2. Okay, so from this point we draw a vertical line 2 and a vertical line 2. So we are going to draw a vertical line 2 from this point, and it goes like this. So it goes like this. So draw a vertical line 2. Okay, so looking at this, so vertical line 2, it intersects horizontal line 2 at this point. Okay, so let's take note of that. And also we also have horizontal line 2 here, so they intersect at this point. So let's take note of that. Then horizontal line 1 touches the circle at this point. So we come to this point with the set square. Okay, set square set on the T-square. Then we are going to draw a vertical line from this point 1. So we draw a vertical line 1, so going up like this. So this vertical line 1, it intersects horizontal line 1 at this point. So let's take note of that. And also we also have here intersect horizontal line 1 at this point. So we have this point. Then we now have horizontal line 0, so touching the circle at this point. So we come to this point with the set square, and we are going to draw a vertical line 0, to intersect horizontal line 0. So it goes up like this. So it intersects horizontal line 0 at this point. So we have this point for horizontal line 0. So they intersect at this point. So let's take note of that. Okay, so the next thing that we are going to do is to draw the curve of intersection having gotten these points. Okay, so with the French curve, so we take the French curve and we bring it to this point. So looking at what we have here, so we have this point, so well arranged. Okay, so we are going to join them together, so using the French curve as I'm doing it here. Okay, so then we set it here and we join the point together. Alright, so we join the point together like this, as you can see it here. Alright, so we have produced the curve intersection of these two cylinders that intersect each other at right angle. And do not forget that these two cylinders, they are of unequal diameter. They have unequal diameter. So let's take note of what we got here as the curve or curve of intersection. So these two cylinders, as I said, they are of unequal equal diameter. So that's why we have a curve. So the next video is going to be that when we have the two cylinders to be of equal diameter, what will be the shape that we are going to get here? It's going to be a curve like this, or it's going to be a line, so or lines. So let's meet on that video. So please take note of what we have done here. So thank you, keep on practicing, and God bless you.